Now, what rule can we apply to solve for x if x to the power of the square root of x is equal to 3? Join me as we find an answer to this maths question. Now remember that to solve this maths question, we must remember one rule, that the square root of x, if squared, can be equal to x, right? Why? Simply because the square root will cancel out the square and then we'll have x. Now, that rule aside, if we apply that to this s value, we can see that x, which is this x, can be replaced with the square root of x squared. Now, let's do that. If we do that, we are going to have that expression to now become the square root of x squared all to the value to the power of the square root of x, and this will be equal to 3. Great. Now, having gotten this, what we need to do is to simplify. Now, to simplify further, I also want you to bear in mind that if I have a to the power of x multiplying the power of y, according to the law of indices, this can be equal to a to the power of x what? Y. The exponents will have to multiply. So if I apply them here, I'm going to have this to become the square root of x multiplying 2 multiply the square root of x, and this will be equal to 3. Now we have the square root of x and also the square root of x. Now to simplify everything, I want to let y to be equal to the square root of x. Now if I let y to be equal to the square root of x, I'll have y to the power of 2y, right? And this will be equal to 3. Well simplified. So how can we simplify or reduce this value in order to solve or get the value of x? Remember, we're asked to find the value of x. Now, the only way we can solve this is to find the logarithm of both sides, or take the logarithm of both sides, or take the natural log of both sides. Now, let's do with the natural log of both sides. If I take the natural log of both sides, I'll have the in of y to the power of 2y equal to the natural log of 3. Now, simply following the rules of logarithm, we'll have 2y multiplying the natural log of y, right? And this will be equal to the in of 3. Now, to simplify this, I'm going to divide both sides by 2. If I divide both sides by 2, 2 will cancel out 2, and then we'll be left with the in y multiplied by the in of y, and this will be equal to the natural log of 3 divided by 2. Now, what do we have here? Having gotten to this point, all we need to do is to further simplify. Now, we know two rules, we know two things. We're going to look at the exponential value of y. If you look at this expression, you find out that the exponential value of in of y can simply be equal to y, right? And according to Lambert's function, if we have the Lambert of a given value a multiplied by the exponential value of a, this will simply be equal to a. Now, bearing these two rules in mind, we want to simplify that maths expression. Now, if we simplify that maths expression, we want to take the exponents of both sides. If we take the exponents of both sides, we're going to have that expression to give us the exponential value of n of y, exponential value of n of y multiplied by the exponential value of the n of y, which is this, multiplied by the exponential value of the n of y, which is replacing y, multiplied by the n of y, and this will be equal to the n of 3 divided by 2. Good. Now at this point, what do we do? We have to apply the Lambert W function, because considering the Lambert W function, you see that we have the invert of this will give us the n of y multiplying the exponent value of the n of y, and this will be equal to the n of 3 divided by 2. Now this whole expression is similar to this whole expression. Now, if we consider taking the Lambert of both sides, we'll have the Lambert W function of the n of y multiplying the Lambert exponent value of n of y, and this will be equal to the Lambert of the n of 3 divided by 2. Now, considering the Lambert W function, this whole thing will simply give us the value of the n of y, right? And this will be equal to the Lambert of n of 3 divided by 2. And that is what that expression is going to give us. Now at this point, we're going to introduce the exponential value of the both parameters. If we take the exponential value of both parameters, we'll have the exponent value of n of y to be equal to the exponential value of the Lambert of n of 3 divided by 2. Now recall this exponential value. The exponential value of the n of y is simply y, right? So we'll have that expression to give us just y equal to the exponential value of the Lambert of n of 3 divided by 2. And that simplifies the expression as much as we can. Now remember, from the earlier part, we introduced the fact that the square root of y, or y, is equal to the square root of x. Now if we bring that point here, we can see that if y is equal to the square root of x and we decide to square both sides, then the value of our x will be equal to y squared. Because we take the square of this and take the square of this, square root will cancel out square, and then x will be equal to y squared. So if x is equal to y squared, and remember we're looking for the value of x, and that is what the math expression wants us to look for. So we're going to look at the value of x, and the value of x given to us here is equal to the value of x is equal to y squared, and this whole thing is equal to the exponent value of the Lambert of n of 3 divided by 2. So how do we simplify this? Remember, we're looking for the value of x. From this point, we can see that our x will be equal to, we have to take the square of this other side in order to eliminate this y square, and this whole thing is going to give us y square equal to the exponent value of the Lambert of in of 3 divided by 2, and all of these will be what? Will be squared. And that is exactly what that will give us. So invariably, this will now make our x to be equal to the exponent value of the Lambert of the in of 3 divided by 2, or what? All squared. Now, if we simplify that, we'll find out that the value of our x will simply be equal to the exponential value of 2 Lamberts multiplied by the in of 3 divided by 2. And this will be the solution to that math expression that is given to us up there. Now remember, we are asked to find the value of x, and this is exactly the value of x that will be given to us, that we get for that math expression here, which is x to the power of the square root of 3 of x equal to 3. Now, having this at hand, we can simply use our calculator, or also